Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Walla and tonight I'm going to be playing some Kerbal Space Program. Now as usual I'll be recording this live stream to be uploaded on the YouTube channel sometime after the stream is ended, so of course if you are watching this at a later time, do be sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy what you see. And hello caffeinated wolves, and hello to anyone else lurking away. Alright, old grind, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Now then, let's get the game loaded up. I can't remember what I said I was going to do today. Oh wait, we're going to get a rocket, a satellite to Minmus, and then I was going to try and I think Duna is a no-go for the time being. I think Duna is a no-go. So I need more science to get more bits and bobs, basically. I need a better relay satellite. I don't know why the stream feed always kind of dies. I'm kind of... I would say I don't know how to categorize it. I'm still very noobish. Although I've been playing it for a little while now. We've done a handful of streams. But we're on our first playthrough. Last night I tried to get to Duna. I got a mission. Let's keep going out. Got a mission to get a satellite in Duna orbit. As you can see, which I was gonna give a go, but I found out with the current technology I got a solar orbit, and then once Kerbin kind of went away from me, because the orbit I had, Kerbin was traveling faster than me. My relay, I basically lost connection. It was an unmanned satellite I sent. So because of that, I kind of need better technology. Now I've landed on I've landed on the Mun multiple times. I think about 3 times. And I've got a few satellites around the Mun. Got a few around Kerbin. I think I've got a couple. Oh, I've only got one round. I got one round Minimus, but I want another one anyway. They're only basic satellites, they're nothing exciting. I'm basically... The ones I've been sending in are the ones I keep getting from the contracts. I have got one... Where is it? Position satellite and Minimus. So that's what I'm going to do first off. I'm going to do that. I started last night and I kind of really screwed up. I made a stupid mistake and I realized I was actually very tired, so it was time to go to sleep. So let's get that rocket launched. I made it. Now the other thing is as well, if you are an expert of KSP or even intermediately skilled, my rockets are absolutely terrible. I mean... Actually, I'm going to redesign this one because this one was rubbish to fly. So, let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. That's not what I'm looking for. Rocket. No. No, okay. I thought I saved. Where is... Don't save that one. Where is my... there we go. Sure, I could just use this for my... Yeah, I could use this. My Minmus satellite. So I've only got one Minmus now. Okay, cool. I mean, it kind of works. It's a bit sluggish, but it works. Neat. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. It's the trouble with text, you can't tell. No, I'm not the best at building, and I will admit that my rockets are terrible, but they work. And if my rockets get where I mean, like that monstrosity a minute ago, it got my satellite to Minmus. It was awful flying it, but it got there. So why kind of fix what's been broken? I mean, okay, it's very slow to take off, but yeah, I know, my first stage. Well, even on this, my first stage is awful. This is kind of my... I did this yesterday, and it was my first... Turn this down. It was my first 2.5 meter diameter radius. No, diameter. Rocket, the stick a rocket basically. It's my first one. So I was trying to figure out how much upward thrust I needed. It's terrible. It doesn't have enough oomph to get it up there basically. But I do like this rocket. It's got a flag on it. Engines. Let's get this to minimus, and then figure out. Well, I need more science, so I kind of need to do a minimus landing. Now that's something I can't yet do, is land. I'm absolutely awful at it. But I will try. I will try my best. I've seen, going back to rocket design, I've seen a few videos of I looked up like how to build space station videos and stuff. I didn't want to watch too much because I want to figure most of it out myself. So I watched a couple of those videos. Did have some very nice looking rockets and boosters and stuff to get you into orbit and that. And it's like, how the hell do they do that? So they don't do the how-to. They don't show you how they built the rocket. They just showed you them assembling the space station. Now I've kind of. Space stations. I also need a rescue guy that's stuck there. There he is. That's us. I'm just going to waste that fuel, there's no problem. My phone on silent because it's shouldn't be texting. Alright. Let's get me in orbit. Oh. Wait a minute. I already have a periapsis? Ah, cool. I didn't realise I had one. Right, let's warp. Rip. You thought I was going to explode? Although there's usually there is usually explosions on here. Now what I do want to do is get rid of that. Because yesterday I forgot to extend my antennas, and when I got to Minmus, I had no probe control, and I couldn't extend anything. And it was just, it ended in tears. So, am I at my apoapsis? One thing I do like about this game, though, is the fact that you can still fly your ship and use your nav ball while you're on the map screen. It's actually pretty damn awesome. Right, so let's get an orbit. Periapsis of about 80,000. Whereas pretty much only use the nav ball. Yeah, it's definitely a nice feature, I agree. I remember the first time I played this, or well, this is my first time playing it, but I remember when I was trying to get to the Mun, to do the flyby of the Mun for the first time, and I didn't realise that you could upgrade buildings. So because of that, I was obviously trying to... I want, that is the Mun, yeah, I want I didn't realize you could upgrade the building, so I didn't know the tracking center and the mission control center would be the essentials for getting all of this, the navigational side of things. And just trying to eyeball a Mun flyby, which I did. I'll admit it. I had to. Oh, that helps actually. I zoom out a bit and get a better perspective of it. Oh, did I just have one? Did I just have a? No. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Oh, no, too far. Oh, there it is. There you go. Hey, Dom! Long time no see. Working / training. Well, have fun with work. Although work is never fun, is it? I'm okay. Actually, I don't know if you heard the news. I got a new job. And even better, it's a job I wear a suit in every day, instead of wearing mucky clothes that are very dirty and full of holes. It get into the Mun and back without, well, getting back was a bit, well no, they weren't too bad actually. But it was, yeah, it was. I'm like, yeah, I did it. You know, I got there and back, and it was brilliant, and I felt really happy. And then I realised that this was a thing, because the first time I did the tutorials, and I thought all of this was based on the pilot level. I'm like, how do I get him up that high to get at this? So I was trying to wiki it and stuff, and I couldn't find out what pilot level you had to be to get all this, because it obviously wasn't a thing. And thank you for the 10 bits, Dom. Greatly appreciated. Your training, you don't know about this new stuff we're doing. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Well, I was, or I am until the end of March, a groundsman. I basically repair sports facilities, cricket and rugby and football. I'll say football, but depending on where you are, basically it's soccer. I repair all those sort of facilities for a private school. Long story short, I'm going for a complete career change. I'm going to go work for a doctor's office as a receptionist, because I want to start doing some admin work again, and I kind of need a desk job anyway, so I am going that way. I couldn't remember which way I was travelling. So my background is IT and business, so I got qualifications in all that sort of area. I used to work at a bank. So that is, I am going back to my roots, if you will. It's something I've been kind of wanting to do for a while. Land tech, nice. Kind of, I was trying to, oh shit, not pay attention when I'm doing. Bollocks. Rotation to that. It's still gonna be okay. Warp. Let's try and pay attention this time. It's definitely Minimus, yeah. It's a Minimus account. I'm getting paranoid now. I made such a stupid mistake yesterday that I was just bloody gutted. Right. So I got a burn for 5 minutes 4 seconds. So that's going to be 2 minutes and 32, which is soon. It's in 20 seconds. So 20 seconds to slowly rotate this beast of a ship. Correct position. 8 seconds. Ready on the mark. Go. Yeah, I know. I do see where it says warp to next maneuver, but I didn't know how close it got you. Whether it took into account that you need to kind of burn half, T minus half your estimated burn. It's crossed indeed. I mean, this should be pretty simple. It's just a satellite. Get in range of Minmus. Get a bit of money. Get extra science. I'm kind of doing it for the science, although I haven't done an actual science mission yet. I can't remember actually if I've done a Minmus flyby. I don't know if that would be a good idea to do. I think it might be. I'll have a look. I'll see what I got. Check my Kerbals. I like all of them, or have I missed one? I like all of them. Satellite fully deployed. Do I know about action groups? Apparently not. I know you can do custom action groups, but I don't have the building unlocked. Because I think there is an easier way of doing what I just did, basically. I think that's kind of why you brought it up. I can't remember if it's something in here or if it's just key binding shortcuts to do it quicker. Because I know you've got the default ones like brake, gear, lights, abort. And I know you've got the stagings. Yeah, I kind of need to... Can't we need to upgrade for that? Is it the admin building or is it the astronaut? I can't remember. There is something and I haven't unlocked it. Basically. Kinda need to. You can assign it to abort. So does if you, because I know typically speaking you would assign the abort button, all the stuff like shutting off engines, decoupling everything, deploying chutes kind of stuff, you know? The actual abort stuff. But if you click abort and you've got it to deploy solar panels, will it continue the mission until everything explodes or recovered, or, you know, until you hit Space Center? Very complicated. It is. It's a complicated game. I'm not going to deny it. But it's a very fun game, and what I like about it, it does get you thinking. I mean, I am no rocket scientist by any stretch of the imagination, or physicist, I can't pronounce the word. I'm not a scientist of any description. But it's fun, and while it does kind of require a bit of concentration and intelligence and stuff, it's not impossible to do. So remove all the engine shut off stuff, blah blah blah, and just have solar panels. And I'll do radiators as well, because I kind of add radiators. I don't know if the radiators are important on a satellite. I kind of just chuck them on because I don't know. Not sure if things are... Oh, I'm not even paying attention. Like I said, it requires like paying attention. Now I'm flying in the wrong place because I think it's just flying away. But it's fine. It's not. Alright, I'm going to quickly burn. That's what you get for too busy talking and not concentrating. I can fix it. It's fine. Sure, it'll be like That looks okay. Periapsis. Yeah, that'll do. No. Well, yeah, the ship, it's actually quite difficult to control, even with all the, I mean, all this fuel is probably going to be a waste. And that engine's not brilliant, I don't think. I can't remember what engine it is. The Poodle. It doesn't seem that brilliant, and it's very awkward to steer, to control. But I have put in, I don't know if they cancel each other out, but I put in 2 advanced inline stabilizers. I don't know if they cancel each other out having 2. This is very difficult to control, this ship. They don't cancel. Okay, cool. I was a bit worried. I wasn't sure, like, if adding more it either helps, like, make things easier, or if it just doesn't do anything. It's just, like, a waste of money. To unlock the bigger wheel reactions, it'll be a ton better. How many are there? I've got 2 unlocked. I got the tiny one, and then I got the one that kind of doesn't fit in that entire service bay altogether. It's. I know it looks small there, but that's like the same diameter. Has the same, diameter as the small rockets, basically. Right. So, what I'm doing, Domino. Our planet has 2 moons. Minmus is our 2nd moon. I'm going to put a satellite in orbit of Minmus. So I'm just getting there. Now I'm going to head to that PE, Periapsis. And this blue line here is my projected flight path. I need that to be a circle around Minmus, so I need to get an orbit around Minmus. So I'm going to a little bit closer. Periapsis. Now, it unfortunately looks like I'm going to be going like that. I'm going to have to flip it the right way. Hoping I can get the right direction. Well, I'll see what direction it looks like I'm going first and see if I can actually get it. Let's do a maneuver node. Usually, but... Hello. Kind of apoapsis and periapsis. We're looking at 300,000. Alright. Get a... Some 28 seconds. Minus 28. That actually gets me there within a reasonable amount of time. Right, so that's going to be my orbit. Actually, I'll focus when I'm burning. So I kind of need to... I might need to flip it. I'm just thinking if I can't think while I'm concentrating on this. Hoping it looks good. I'm quite confident now in getting an orbit after I've done like a flyby. At first I was used to get here and I was always like, oh, which one is it? Is it prograde, retrograde? Well, I can't remember. But now I always remember it is retrograde burn on Periapsis. I know I've got to change Yeah, it looks like it's almost a 45-degree flip. But I think also going the wrong way, because at the moment I'm going that way. Hang on, let me just fix. I'll do. Right, so I'm going that way. If I flip it that way, I'm going to go that way. Yeah, I am. I'm going the wrong way. So what I need to do then is flip my orbit. 102 degrees. Don't know whether to change direction of orbit first, because I need to be going that way. Hang on. So I'm going that way. If I bring the top up, I'm still going to go that way. That up. I'm trying to picture this in my head. So if I bring this up there, and that down there, that actually, in my head, that kind of makes sense. Right. I need to... think. Oh, it's gone skew with. Do the changeable, yeah, at the app. Yep, that makes sense. Alright, I'm just gonna start flipping. Oh, bloody hell, now I'm all confused. Which way am I going? I am going that way. Right, let me get into position. I need to do a 23-second burn. I need to start burning on T-minus 12 seconds. If I get there in 3 hours' time. Do a quick save. No, I might. I don't usually quick save, because what I do, when things go seriously wrong, I kind of cheat and just revert back to launch. Although the trouble is you do lose all that time, don't you? But yeah, there's a quick save. What's my fuel situation? Oh, I've got plenty of fuel. It's kind of why Jebediah is still alive. Actually, no, I don't think I've crashed with Jebediah. I might have. I know I got him stuck on Muna orbit. But I rescued him. Right, 23-second burn, so... I know, poor Jeb. He gets paid enough, though. Easy. But he did come back from the Mun. He landed first on the Mun. The landing was a fail. Actually, no, the landing was kind of a success, but while he was out prancing about on the moon, the ship just went tsh. He's like, wait, what? He wasn't even in it. So I had to take off on the ground. And I don't mean like landed on the ground, I meant like it was falling over. So I opened up my service doors, which kind of bounced it up. And then I had to take off before I... Hey, Ragnar! Yeah, Ragnar knows. Ragnar knows about Jeb's adventures. And then I managed to take off, after doing all my science, took off, got into orbit, and then it was like, oh, I ran out of fuel. It was a very bittersweet moment. Wasn't funny. Poor Jeb. It was a very serious situation. Very serious. I know it was highlighted. I highlighted it. But yeah, so I had to mount a rescue mission to get him, of course. And I was a bit worried. I thought, oh, I can't go rescue him and not recover the science. Although Jeb's life was more important than science. But I sent up Valentina with a science container, transferred all the science, got Jeb in, and then came home. Science intact. Actually, was that the time I forgot the heat shield? And no, that wasn't the time I forgot the heat shield. That was alright. It was a different time. There was a time I came back from, I think, like the second landing. I gotta concentrate now. Gotta concentrate. But yeah, got him back. It was beautiful. So I've kind of learned a lesson, which is to always send a probe first. Always send a probe first. Concentrate on my Delta V. Right. So, which way? Ah! I knew it. I was excited. It was my first Mun landing. It was my first Mun landing. I could not believe it. Oh, what? I'm 1 degree out. But I've got the correct directional. I don't know whether to. Let's have a look. Is. Well, actually, no, yeah. If I get. Close enough. I'll do. Yeah, the takeoff was a little bit improvised, but it worked. And that is the important thing. It worked. Alright. That's pretty okay. I'll correct as I go along. It's easily done. reduce my periapsis, don't I? Right, rotation. Add more rotation. Oh, bollocks. I'll do. Right, if I need to change the 1 degree that I'm out at, I will. Oh, it's now saying 2 degree. Well, we'll have a look when I get there. Get lined up. Warp. I might send why is that locked? Probably because I was boosting. Okay, so it looks like I can actually get some science from a Minmus flyby. So I think I'm going to come here with a Kerbal. Because it's time open. Ah, yeah, of course, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I've got to wait 15 seconds. Highlight keeps on giving. Are you still getting a chuckle out of my noobishness? From elevation to devastation in seconds. Yeah, it was pretty much. Yeah, look at all that fuel, man. That's wasted fuel. I could probably afford to lose. Canister, maybe, for the Minmus satellite at least. Maybe 2 canisters. Yeah, I want. Well, this was originally designed for Duna, okay? So don't knock. I just hijacked it for Minmus. I just flew out the front. There we go. 1 satellite. Where is Kerbin anyway? I can find Minmus. Minmus looks rather green. That is Kerbin. Right. So for the Minmus one, I will adapt. I'll take off 2 tanks. Because it was originally designed for Duna, so... Alright. So what was it for... So that gives unknown object tracking. That's unlimited building. It's fully upgraded. Unlimited Kerbals. Unlimited science. What? What haven't I clicked on? Control. Oh, it is that one. Custom action groups available. There we go. Is it worth spending nearly 900,000 on when I've got only Only got 1 million. There should be a poll. Albert, why are you being weird? Exclamation mark poll, he should give you the info. Why is that? Huh. I think Albert's broke. I was hosting a poll. I'll delete that for the time being, that notice. Interesting. What if I do poll results? Interesting. Alright, I'll have to look at that when I finish streaming. Albert, stop being broken. I know he needs updating. I haven't updated him in, well, since before Christmas. There's been a few updates. He's a bit old, bless him. I think I'll wait before I do that. Oh, I should have earned some money. And 18 science. Good. Now there was one here that paid quite a bit of juicy science. Which one was it? Apart from that one. It was that one. Build a station around the Mun. Now my stations are embarrassing at the moment. They don't look that great. Alright, I'll tell you what. I want it off the surface. Oh, good God, that ain't happening. Right, I'll rescue Matey because he's getting on my nerves just for the bonus science. And then I will try and get a space station around the Mun. So, let's get my curve. Which is the Kerbal Unmanned Rescue Vehicle. Which is where? That's tiny. Why did I add those? If it works. I hate, right? Wait, is it gonna fall over? It's much easier to land on Minmus than the Mun. Is it? I hope so. In what sense? Well, if you go into a full-blown scientific explanation, you'll make my eyes glaze over. Not even kidding. Now, I thought my phone was vibrating. I put it on silent, and I just keep feeling vibrating in the, Ooh! Oh. Got excited then. It's like my Mun landing. Got all excited and then disappointed instantaneously. Why are you in there, Jebediah? This is an unmanned mission. Go away. Much less gravity. Wow. 600-meter jump? That's crazy. Go away, Jebediah. It's unmanned. Part of that, don't you understand? But doesn't that make it harder? Like if you're falling? Because at the moment, when I'm landing on the Mun, I waste fuel. I start slowing my descent at like 20,000 and stuff, and I get the angle all wrong, and I'm just burning an absolute butt ton of fuel for no reason. I'm not that brilliant. So I end up having to overcompensate and bring extra. Wait, for a change, this is actually rotated the right way. Like it's screwed it up. I like the new fire effects as well. Yeah. Go down. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, less gravity, so yeah, the descent's slower. That makes sense, actually. Wow, I'm used to flying big, bulky rockets, and now all of a sudden I got a rocket that's light as a feather, and I'm bloody all over the place with it. This rocket's tiny in comparison. I'm used to that. I mean, that rocket a minute ago, I had to like really bash down the button just to move slightly, and this, you tap the button and you're halfway across the screen. effort indeed. Isn't that a weapon in Total Annihilation? I'm glad I got this mission though, because I screwed up a docking mission yesterday. When I say screwed up, I do mean I royally screwed up. I was flying a massive rocket, it was bulky, and I ended up crashing into my space station. I imagine, I'm probably wrong, but I imagine Ragnar's probably got a clip on that one. So I'm thinking for that one, I'm going to have to, my final stage, even though I can go up there with a big rocket, my final stage is going to have to be a small, delicate rocket. 1 minute and 21 seconds. Oh, my cup's empty. My cup is always empty. Why is the Pepsi gone? So yeah, I think a practice docking mission is in order. Plus, I wasn't sure if the docking port junior and the docking port connected. And 21, I got 20 seconds. So there was kind of that at the same time. Did I have RCS? Yes, I did, but it was ineffective. I had 4 on, and it didn't slow me down quick enough. And I was only traveling at like 5 meters per second. But yeah, I put on the little thrusters. I put 4 of the ones with the 4 little. It was a complete cock up on my part. I completely screwed up. Basically rushing. And I don't know why, but as well, I don't know whether it was something I did wrong or what, but even when I went to 0.0 seconds, meters per second travel speed compared to target, if I waited long enough, either I or my target would start moving. So I just, went like 0.1, 0.2, and it would just slowly get faster. So even though I brought to a halt, I'm still moving. Which is a bit frustrating. So I don't know what I did, but I'm gonna. When I try again, I'll try a smaller, much smaller final stage, I think. I know some people send up a space plane and have the cargo that opens up and then, the ship floats out, or the station floats out. I haven't got that yet. Well, what I could do for the final stage is when I'm close enough, just launch the space station and have the RCS thrusters on. Just rely on that. Go on, Periapsis. Where are you, me old China? I'll do ya. Right. Our perhaps is a bit large, but it's fine. Okay, so let's target you. Bloody hell, that doesn't happen every day, does it? First off, I need to change. Wait. Yeah, I know. I could not do that again if I tried. Why is it not moving? Am I just not using the mouse wheel enough? 0-second burn. Oh, that's gonna get screwed up like instant. I'm gonna put my phone over there. It's gonna get screwed up so bad. Lower the thrust. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I've never done that before. Is it automatically calculated, or do I have to redo it? There we go. 10-second burn. Yeah, alright. See you in a minute. I also am going to deploy my solar panels as well. I'm relying a little bit of electric here. Although there is no sun. And yet it never occurred to me to lower my thrusters before. Actually a pretty good idea. Why didn't you ever say that, Ragnar? I'm disappointed in you. I am joking. That's what you didn't do. You didn't tell me to reduce my thrusters before. Perfect. Ooh. Where's my... I reckon I want to do it about here. Wait a minute, hang on a minute. Did I ever... Stop doing that. I try and do a little tweak at the end and it just decides it's going to jump. 0.7k. Where's the... Right, okay. trouble is, it's not bloody possible. I need to do it. See, they're not actually touching there, are they? This is a rescue, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to change anything. And I'll grind. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the herd. Greatly appreciated. I'm obviously going to guess that you are interested in Kerbal. I stream every Thursday and Friday. I start at 8, which is when you caught me, actually, so... Yeah, I'm just, because my Apu Apsis is slightly higher than his. I'm not extending, so I think I might have to bring in... My Periapsis is also higher than his, so I think I'm going to have to bring it in. I can bring... So I don't usually worry about lining up my Periapsis with his. Might actually try it this time. Get it vaguely there, you know? And then I'll bring in my Apoapsis. I have to. Right, so what are we looking at here? 75, so I still need to bring... Actually, I think that might be helping with the... Look a minute. Oh, are they gonna... No, I don't think any of them's gonna touch. Oh, way too much. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It's fine, I'll just get my Periapsis to where I want it to be. Right. So mine's... I don't know which one's bloody mine and which one's is now. He's the 76943. Right, so my Periapsis is going to be just slightly lower than his, and then I'll bring in my Apoapsis and then I'll start. I know this is a bit meticulous, but it helps. Now what I need to do is put my mug on the coaster correctly, like a civilized person. Seconds. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Right. 14 seconds, half of 14 is 7, so I'll burn on T minus 7 seconds. I'm happy with that. Right, so then if I go here, add maneuver. Actually, I might try. Oh, well, I'll do it. Oh. She goes. .5k intercept. 3.4. Ah! I don't want a re-entry. Right, what if I go the other way then? Make my apoapsis explode, shall I? Phone keeps vibrating. It's distracting me. Nothing but emails these last couple of days. It's crazy. I am waiting on a couple important emails, but warp to node. So I got a burn for 47 seconds. That's going to be 20. Let's say 23. T minus 23. Okay, 10 seconds. And then I'll make minor adjustments as I go along. It's probably like the world's longest rescue mission. But hey, if he gets back safe, it's the important thing, right? I remember doing the tutorial for docking, and it was so confusing. Did I change my thrust back? I did. Okay. That's way off. On the shift key. "15 seconds. Three, two, one. 1.5k. Do I push it? No, I'll leave it at that, I think. I kind of get the... I mean, I can do it. I get the gist of it. It's just I remember when I was first doing it, it was... That's the wrong orbit. That's my orbit. I say I can get the gist of it. It's been a while, actually. Because now what I need to do is face him and burn retrograde, if I remember rightly. Burn retrograde to stop, but wait until I'm about 10,000 meters. That makes me wary. It's the bit I always screw up. I don't even know what he's in actually, if he's in a landing can or what. Actually, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to do it at 15,000. Say that, but the time it took me to decide, I already lost 3,000 meters. Forgot about that. I didn't realise I had a second stage of fuel. I've now stopped relative. No, I haven't. Not yet. I thought I did. Now stopped relative to him. See, it's going back up again. Am I doing something wrong? Or have they changed something? Right, I'm gonna get. Am I using SCS? RCS. I travel 10 meters per second and just use time warp. Am I still in a different orbit, am I? I thought it would have corrected by now. No, yeah, no I am. You're right. It's not going to be for a while yet until I'm in the same orbit. Swap to retrograde quickly so I'm in the right position, or thereabouts. Time warp to 1k. Then stop. It's pretty close now. Target. Meters per second is pretty quick, actually. Alright, I'll stop again at 300 meters. Say we got this, but I can still screw it up. Alright, I'm just going to stop now, actually. So I always forget to turn off RCS. Right, I am now going to just go in nice and steady, but I will use time warp so we're not waiting around. I'll stop at 100 meters and then I will gently guide in. Oh, that's Sanyo. Alright, now to gently bring it in. 1 meter per second. It looks like he's in a command pod. Right, now it's 30 meters, but I reckon he can Eva, can't he? What's the command? What's the hatch? You can switch to him by hitting the right. Oh, okay. Not know that. Thank you for letting me know. Now I know. Softly, softly. I don't want to kill the guy. Where is my crew hatch? Oh, there it is. Gentlemen, we have a Kerbal. Alright, initiating landing procedure. Let's bring in our periapsis. Get a re-entry. This is crafted for docking port. It's got the Clampatron docking port Junior. Which I kind of put on there by default. I've never used this particular one, and then my space station's got one on as well. Which I could probably... Oh, the other one. Is there a way to... You said bracket, didn't you? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Actually, I don't think there's any... Ooh! Wait, there's science? Okay. Just above Kerbin's grasslands. Fine, in you go. Yeah, the extra money, that would have been kind of cool. Kind of cool, actually. But yeah, do you know if the this one here, it's the Clampatron Docking Port Junior, can that dock with the non-junior part? Clampatron Docking Port, can they both connect? Because I've got the junior on my space station. I use in quotes loosely because it's not really a space station, it's shit. But no, they can't. It has to be the same size. Damn. Alright. Usually people put like one junior size and the rest medium and big. So then, yeah, I see. So you have it all on there, like one of each at least, and then kind of lets you link up anything to it in the future. That makes sense. I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff unlocked yet, so my station it's not brilliant. Plus, I haven't actually ever planned a station either. Just had a mission to put one in the sky, so I did. I don't want to know what your skills are, mate. Oh, you're a scientist. Ah, that's kind of cool. I like these rescue missions. It's free Kerbals. He's a scientist. That's handy. Now, I don't know if this thing I tend to do where I use up any fuel, slowing down my speed, I don't know if that's actually worth it or not. Maybe I should have done it when I was a bit lower in altitude. 60,000. I don't believe there's a salary, no. You pay a recruitment cost to hire Kerbals. And then the price keeps going up the more and more you hire. Yeah, my speed's going up. Look, I should have waited. Never mind. I don't know if you pay... I don't know if you pay the recruitment fee or not. Wait a minute, do I have heat shields on? Oh, I do, thank God for that. I know I forgot heat shields once. But we don't talk about that, do we, Ragnar? Oh look, there's my rocket. That's a nice simple burn. Didn't even need the heat shield. Wait, why did they deploy? Oh, I didn't set them up to how I like them. Oh well, never mind. Where, how? Storage space? Yeah, I don't know what's in them. I can't remember what I put in them. Batteries! And this thing. And then the AI drone. Yeah, it's not science, but I forgot to put it on once and it blew up the material bay. I have a heat shield. Oh, I had science. I could have probably done... Why do I have a temperature gauge on a rescue vehicle? That makes no sense. Wait, what if I got her to Eva, or him to Eva? Yeah, you're a her. What if I got her to Eva while falling? Oh, I could Eva her while in the ocean. That should work, right? That won't drown her. She can swim. She's in a spacesuit. And I'm also thinking 2 parachutes is a bit OTT. How much does the capsule store? Technically I could do one. Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh. Just don't let go, eh? Can't believe I never... It's infinite, is it? Oh, okay. I can't believe I've never done that before. Why did I not ever do that? Free science. Come on, we can land now. I believe I've never done that. I'm gonna go board, and then I'm gonna come back out again, and then I'm gonna take a surface sample. That experiment board, and then have a vessel. Yay! Yeah, way ahead of you on that one. Surface sample. I've never took a surface sample. Well, I have on the Mun, not on a Kerbin. I can't believe I never did that before. I know it's like only 2 science or whatever. 17 science. But still, it's 17 science I didn't have a minute ago. And now she's got 1 star. Right, so mission successful. Bearing in mind as well, I got paid for that. Some money. Some science. Free scientist. And money and science. Cool. 17 more is 17 better than 0. Exactly. Right, what's next on the agenda? I said about getting a station in the Mun, didn't I? Alright. So, I'll show you what parts I've got. I don't think I can unlock, actually. I don't think I can unlock anything. How much science do I have? Oh, 91. Can't really get a lot. I don't know if these engines here are worth getting. The Spark. That looks like an atmospheric thruster. I forgot you were there, Waffles. You were that quiet. Yeah, everything else is a bit higher up. About landing. That's 90. Landing gears could possibly be good. But I don't know. No, it's fine. You're welcome to lurk. It's not a problem. I often lurk in streams. I very rarely talk out. Yeah, I'll show you my space station if you promise not to laugh. Did you promise not to laugh? Please promise not to laugh. Kerbal Space Station. Again, it's that horrible rocket with all the things. Which actually I kind of need to change and adjust. I crashed this. It was way too big and bulky. So it's literally, it's got mono-repellent, batteries, solar on 2 sides, it's got a radiator, and it's got an observation deck. Now, the station I've got in space is basically 2 crew quarters stuck together with energy and solar. Nothing's fancy. Now, that apparently isn't going to be good enough. It needs to be that. I don't know whether to put it on there or not. Hey Lord, no. It's not center! And then I got a large one there, so those 2 smalls will connect to each other, and then that large will be stuck out. So that's kind of my station. I'm thinking that these thrusters kind of need to be more in the middle. But what I might do now, those thrusters are going to default to being off. I got thrusters on here I'll use for braking. Turn off crossfeed. Crossfeed is letting the fuel flow through, so those tanks in there won't. I don't want the tanks there doing that. How much is in there? 20. 2468, yeah, so 80. I don't want them fueling that. So these are more primarily for braking. Do I have any better mono-propellant fuel? No, I don't. It's the best I got. What is that? Those adapted with fuel in it. Okay. Right, so I don't like... That will be launched... When I'm close, that I'll disconnect all of that and I'll use literally just the thrusters to get close, which is fine. I don't know what to do about the rest of the rocket, though. Let's give it a go. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I can add to it, is there? It's better than what you have. Well, I know, but I don't know how much you've played since I've been streaming, but I'm still not happy with what I've got. That's the trouble. Hang on, I got stuff here I didn't have. Oh yes, I did. I unlocked stuff, didn't I? Right, hang on a minute. I got new engines, haven't I? Oh yeah, I got that one on there. Yeah, I wasn't sure where to put them for that one. For controlling that stage there, I wasn't sure where to put them. Where is best to put them? More in the middle, or...? Another set on the bottom, but in line of top and bottom is best. Okay. But then for this here, it in the middle would be better because it's only a small thing. Or should I put top and bottom as well? Because obviously this is bigger than what I'm used to dealing with, so. I'll put top and bottom just to be safe, because I don't want to get all the way there and then realise. Trouble is, actually those doors aren't going to be opened, are they? It's the crew. But it's not going to let me put them on the doors anyway, so it's got to go. Have to go on there then. Means that's going to have to go there and block the crew door. It's fine. They can get out of there if they need to get out, can't they? Right, let me check crew, actually. I don't want anyone going. Jebediah, get out! Stop trying to fly where you're not going. Alright. Oh wait, I need to turn them off. Oh, they are disabled. Disabled and disabled. But they're enabled. Alright, let's give this a test run. The idea is to get this docked. I know, man, he loves space too much. He's like a proper space addict. Right, so I want a new station. Then I'll get that mission complete. Right. So let's turn on. Is my rocket wobbling or is the world wobbling? Pretend it's the world. Just a slight earthquake. Like the aerodynamics, I just put those on. I don't know if they're a good thing or not for it, but once the cheese, the fire, the nothingness, falling back to planetary bodies. So, some sort of thrill seeker on the extreme scale. I haven't even upgraded my runway. I've not done any space plane flights. This is going kind of okay. What's all those lines? Wow. I don't want to go too too far. Well, I'm nearly out of the atmosphere, so I could probably start curving nicely. Yeah. Somersaults in space. Just need to eject this without going smash. Right, I got a few minutes before I hit my apoapsis. It's all good. And this is the sort of shit Jeb's missing out on. Just saying. Free. Right, let's get a maneuver going. Let's get our periapsis. Estimated burn 49 seconds. Let's get rid of this. I don't know why I still was carrying that. So those thrusters should be turned off. Uh, 49 seconds, so I need to burn for T minus. My mind's gone blank. Half 20. Half 50 is 25. I'll burn on T minus 25 seconds. Cheers now. So I'll get that orbit. I'm not going to tell the guys that commissioned the ship that I'm going to actually dock it with another thing, because I want them to pay me for a brand new space station. Which I'll then use to dock the two together, make it into a better one. I don't even know where it is. Oh, I've still got this bloody aircraft flying around. Oh, you're joking. In a completely wrong bloody orbit. I went the wrong way. Alright, what's my periapsis? Maintain stability for 10 seconds. Contract complete. 7 science. Right, I'm gonna leave that like that for the time being. I'm gonna go back to the space center. Claim my money. Get rid of the debris. And then try... Make sure that is debris. It should be. It's debris with a ton of fuel. Can't do anything with it though. What's that? That's a comsat. What happened? Nothing happened. I just came out to make sure I got the money I wanted. Right, let's get rid of that aircraft. Terminate. That. That. I put a giant spray can in orbit, Grats. Thank you. Kind of what I wanted to do all this time. All this debris to get rid of. Although most of it's probably just going to disappear anyway, isn't it? Rusty metal primer, because if not, you'll be sad. What colour paint it was. I just went with white paint on everything, so it's probably white spray paint. Right, I need to now get this. Right, the good news is I'm going that way and that's going that way. So I kind of need to flip this. Oh, let's start again. It's gonna be a massive bloody burn, isn't it? God, look at this. (2,793.5 meters per second). If you burn just very little, it should tell you. Yeah. 39 minutes. 33 minutes. 33-minute burn. I ain't got that much fuel. I should have terminated that. Right, that space station can stay there, as far as I'm concerned. That one's that's a no-go. It's in a completely... It's got a shit engine, that's the trouble. I'll leave it as it is. It's classed as a space station, but I'll leave it as it is with all the fuel. I'll just rename it. I can remember where I put the... Where I put the thing. I hit it. I've bloody hit it, haven't I? Like an idiot. Is there another way to rename a ship? You can't click on the control pod. Another way to rename it. I'm sure you'll know a shortcut for it. Oh wait, I got a pod here. Haha. Number 2, and I'm going to put fueled. It's well and truly hidden. It's behind those monopropellants. It's alright, I forgot I had that there. It's fine. Right, it's in a stable orbit. I got paid. I got the science, so it's kind of going to stay there. And then next time, if I get a mission to dock 2 stations together, or I decide to dock 2 together, then I can do that. Science data from space around Kerbin, 5 science. Science data from the surface of the Mun. Rescue Lashel from orbit. So, a little bit of science. I need to farm science at the moment. Build a station around the Mun. should get me a lot of science. Alright, let's try that then. Let's get that rocket to the Mun. So I haven't got a Mun space station yet, have I? So if I get the Kerbal Space Station, rename it to Mun Space Station. Look, a crappy, basic crappy space station. It's true. I'm not lying. Right. Plus, I got a mission to connect 2 vessels to the Mun, so this should actually be quite helpful in starting that. Have a facility supporting at least 10 Kerbals? Have a viewing cupola on the station. Oh, that's a crazy mission. Okay, I don't think we can do that. I mean, it'll take several missions to do it, but having all that fuel, that's a lot of fuel. I don't understand why I'd want all that fuel on the station. And that would be multiple stations, and I don't have a lot of parts for that. I'll have to keep that mission for later. Alright, transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of Minmus. So, a Minmus landing is not on the cards yet. The viewing cupola is 1 person. That there is 1 person. That is 4. So that there is 5. That's 5 people. That station there. So it would be 2 of those connecting each other. So the 10 isn't too bad, and it meets the cupola requirement. The electricity isn't too bad either. I mean, at the moment it holds 1600, I believe. No, it doesn't. That decouples. It's only got 2. It's only got, yeah, there is 4. So I could put another. I could put a load in another one. Well, if we say 8,000, so if I put 4,000 on 1 space station, send up 2, that's going to be the 8,000. Take the radiator panel off. Is it useless? Wasn't sure what it was for, to be honest. All things like drills and nuclear engines. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it like the sun energy overheated things. I've been putting on all my satellites, plus they kind of look cool. I haven't got the nuclear engines yet. But why the 6,000 units of fuel? I don't understand why you'd want that on the station. Actually, well, I haven't looked at mods. I'm doing vanilla at the moment. I need to learn the vanilla game first. Right, let's go back to the drawing board. Can I accept science data from space around Kerbal? I could bring back science and transmit it while I'm there. Science data from the surface of the Mun. Got no real. I mean, how many times can you do the same science? I mean, I've done 3 lunar landings now, collected as many readings as I could from the surface. I mean, I could do another one, but I don't know if it would be a waste. I don't want to waste time getting to the Mun. Do you know what, solid? No, let's do a lunar landing, a Minmus landing. Let's do a Minmus landing. For missions in new science, all we have to do is experiment, send it. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually have to be a useful science. what I can do then is space around Kerbal, so I can take that and then go to a space station or satellite, Kerbal Comsat 1. One of these has got a thermometer gauge on it, at least. Yeah, we'll ignore my early satellites, okay? We'll ignore them. Has that got a thermometer on? No. It works, okay? It works. Shh. And that was the important thing, it works. But you can tell as well, like from my first rockets and satellites to my latter ones. It's perfect too, because you get a ton of those missions and they're super easy to complete if you have the sat in orbit. Yeah, it's handy. Handy. No, this should definitely have one. There it is. And it's handy as well because it does make use of all these satellites and things you got in space. I mean, I've just made 14 grand. 5 science. So, and that cost me nothing. It literally cost me nothing. I mean, I'm probably teaching you to suck eggs with that comment, but from the surface of the Mun, okay, that would be handy when I've got what you call it? Bases, outposts. But I haven't got one yet, and I'm not going to try and get one down there. Okay, I could put a lander and then call it a base, because essentially it's the same thing, but oh, you'll have to excuse me fidgeting about so much. I'm in a little bit of pain. I can't get comfortable. Kevin Kuo, we're the host of the herd. Thank you, Kevin. I hope you're well. How are you? How's the Doge? How's the better half? How's everything? Would it be worth then me getting some unmanned lander to land on the Mun? Or should I go for a Minmus flyby? Because obviously I get science while in space, while in orbit of Minmus, doing the flyby. Flyby would be easier. Would be easier. Yeah, let's do the flyby, because I still need to... I'll get more science from doing the flyby. Right, so let's get a rocket. We could try put a sat in orbit of Minmus. I got two. The thing with the flyby... I've done the flyby, but I didn't take any science, is what I'm saying. I didn't take any readings because I didn't want... Why is that like that? I didn't want to... I didn't put any science on there at all. I didn't want to have incomplete science because I wasn't sure if, say, for example, you can only do 4 experiments. I didn't want to do those 4 experiments getting partial science unless the cap is science gained rather than experiment amount. I wasn't sure how it all worked. Because I know there is a cap. Don't know how it works. I'm going to send up the Mark 1-3 pod. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to send up, because I normally do one-man manned missions. Right, so Minmus. Have I got 2 satellites? Oh yeah, I see what's going on. Right. That works for me. Although I don't really need the engineer, but the scientist will be helpful. Right, utility, let's shove. Might be a bit. Seems a bit not enough. I'm gonna put 2 on. And a drogue. Right, coupling. They've changed the bloody artwork on all this. Can't see what the difference is. Huh, I like how that's got a smaller one and a larger one. I gotta think. So this is just a flyby mission. There's no landing involved, but it's gonna need a lot of science. So I'm gonna want a payload. Oh, hang on. I want a payload. I don't know if putting 4 of everything on is a bit overkill, but I kind of want to make sure I get as much science as possible. But it probably wants to be in its own payload. Actually, you know what I'll do? It can be rerun. Could have said that ages ago. I'm joking. Alright, yeah, no, that makes sense. They can, can't they? They can. No, I was only teasing. Alright, I will have a scientist on board. Actually, yeah, I'll have a scientist, so I'll be able to put one of everything. I was just thinking, because it's going to be such a bloody big container. And I've never took a scientist before, so this is the first time taking a scientist. It's nice and neat, and I guess. the blue, but let's make sure we keep it civil. How's it going? Welcome. Scientists can either take the data, then restore the machine, aka science stream and mystery goo. And you said it's unlimited in there, so I don't need to add the science bay, do I? Unless I add the science bay nearby just to save him having the Eva all over the place. Actually, I'm going to put the thermometer and barometer there. Delete those two. And then that way then he's going to stand here and then be like, boop, 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 boop. Done. Or what I could do actually while I'm here. Couple of batteries. I'll put in retractable solar. So this here will return to Earth. Oh. I don't have 2.5 meter heat shield. I only got 1.25. I got a plan. Well, no, all the science is going to be in there. Can I unlock it? That is a question. Minmus flyby. That is a good question. Can I unlock it? I mean, if I'm really smart and plan it, I should be able to re-enter without it. I'll be able to have a nice gentle descent. Where is it under? Landing. I can. And I'll have the better parachute. Saving up my science, but that heat shield is kind of important. So, done. Right. So that will go on there, so I don't need those two parachutes. I don't think I'm going to need a drogue. I'm going to kind of trust in... that's a new statistic. I don't know what that does. Solid rocket tower is designed to wrench the command pod up and away from a malfunctioning rocket. Is it ever needed? Why would you want that? I get why you'd want it, but why would you want it? Surely all your rockets should work. Although I say that, mine are terrible. Now, do I put on my relay satellite, or do I put on a normal communitron? Heat shield. Take that off. That off. Got a heat shield. I shouldn't need one at the top. Yeah, it's a flyby, it's not a satellite, is it? So... Right, so I've got the heat shield. I don't need landing struts. what about... I'll put them underneath. Command and control, advanced inline stabilizer. Two batteries in there as well. Although it won't need that much battery actually. I won't bother. Because I've got solar. I don't know what else to put in there. Will I need thrusters? RCS? I shouldn't think so. Alright, let's start building the rocket then. I've got room there if I need it. Okay, so... stage to get me home. I need more fuel. Ooh. I like that. Oh, that's ugly. Right. Oh, I can make it nice and multicolored. I've honestly got no idea. Coming back should be... Yeah, I remember the patch. I just didn't realise that that icon was clickable. I thought the icon was showing that it was new or something. When I'm in the sphere of influence with Minmus, the gravity is quite weak. So getting back should be quite easy. Actually, getting back isn't an issue because I'm not going to orbit Minmus. I'm going to be on an escape trajectory straight away. So all I'll have to do is increase my orbit to get captured, not correct the orbit, go back into Kerbin orbit, and then reduce my periapsis. So my final stage should be enough. One might be enough fuel. One might be enough fuel. I mean, if you know otherwise, let me know. So I'll shove a poodle on. And then I'll jettison all of that. Actually, that whole thing there will get jettisoned. Right, so then I need to, assuming I now need to get to Minmus. So assuming I'm in orbit, I now need to get to Minmus. Now bearing in mind, that rocket is terrible. I don't know whether to rather building up constantly. I put on, what am I looking for? You multiply your craft weight by 10, that number will tell you how much kilonewtons of thrust is needed to lift it. Okay. And then we're talking about engine. I mean, the engine I've got is... Okay, so my weight is... say 26 ton. So... multiply by 10, so that's 260 ton, 260 kilonewtons. Oh, I see, an atmosphere 250. The vacuum, yeah, I saw the vacuum. King of Deadpool, hello, welcome. How's it going? So really then, I'll want 2 poodles. I mean, I'm not going to use mainsail or... I mean, I don't really want to use a skipper. I think that's just overkill. So, 2 poodles. Have I declared war on the moon yet? Well, I've landed on the mun. Yeah, poodles, Ragnar, they're all the rage for getting ships into space. So I can dress it up as a moose. Yeah, exactly. Now, if I do what I'm thinking, would be to have fuel either side. With a poodle attached. One. So was that. That isn't. Do I want to click this? I'm going to click it. That's brilliant. I like that. That's perfect. Albert approves. That's what happened when a group of moose go out on a piss. So now that's 65, so that's 650. I don't use any cheats or anything. I'm playing purely vanilla without exploits, cheats, etc. So 650 kilonewton, but I've got 250. I've got 750 kilonewton thrust. Yeah, I'm doing full career. So money, science, all of that stuff matters. Hang on a minute. Might be a problem, so I'm gonna take. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait, oh no, they will need to be there, won't they, when I'm in space? But that needs to be openable, so they're gonna have to go there. Or I could put it there, out of the way of the solar. Or I could just move the solar up out of the way. Solar. There. Right. So that then can go back up there. Right. That needs to come down a bit. So that's then gonna get me back. That's gonna get me. So I'm now. I'm getting confused. Hey, good answer. This might be a stupid question, but what does solar panel use for in this game? I'd like to think there's no stupid questions. Basically, your craft will have, if you put it in, will have batteries. I've got a couple here. This gadget here is one of the gadgets that will consume power, and it helps me steer for lack of a better term, while in space. It gives me better control of my ship. It needs electricity to run. Your batteries are charged by either your thrust of your engines, it'll generate electricity like a car will with the alternator and things, or you use solar to keep them charged. Because the engines will only charge when they're being fired. You will also, if you transmit data, like with your science and stuff, like as my antenna, that consumes electricity. Lights will as well. How's it going, Cadenzra? I'm trying to think now. So I've got the coming back. I need to get to Minmus. So this is me getting to Minmus now. So that's crazy. Are you sure? Well, I mean, I'm not going to doubt you. Well, you're probably better at this than me, but it's now 2,270. So if we round that up to 2,300 kilonewtons of thrust. Later on in the game, you can run a science lab. What does I can't remember what the science lab does now. That's something really cool. I remember. Drill asteroids and some other craziness that costs electricity. Can you generate fuel? Am I correct in thinking that there's some way to make fuel? If I may, I think you should copy the rockets on the sides and put them on the front and back so it stays more stable in flight. I was thinking... See, the trouble is, these doors need to be opened. I don't want them being blocked by rockets. I can put in aerodynamics and stuff to help. I mean, once I'm in space, it's not an issue. It's just leaving Kerb in atmosphere. And Voska, thank you for hosting that. Greatly appreciated. How are you today? I mean, I'm not great at this game by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of it is science, experimentation, sort of thing. Get it. I'm gonna put on 3 poodles, but according to the logic, ain't gonna work. King of Deadball also hosting the hut, greatly appreciated, thank you. I don't glasses are way too broken. Thank you for the follow as well, King of Deadpool. Welcome. Should be right. Is what right? Now I've got to get this thing off the ground, so that's getting to Minmus. I now need to... Yeah. And that ain't gonna do it. That's 750. So... I mean, getting it off the platform... Yeah, Ragnar just chucks in stuff like more boosters, which is always helpful. Then again, that there has got 2,000 kilonewtons. So what I could do, actually, is say no to the poodles. And chuck these beauties on. And then that's 246, that's 6,000 thrust. I could probably cut out some fuel, but how about the skipper? Do I have a skipper? I don't have a skipper. Oh, I do. Ah, skipper, 615 vacuum. Is that a large one? Yeah, it is. Which is less Oh no, it is more. 650. 1400. 2000. I'll just chuck them on. Overkill for the win, eh? Trouble is though, why it's putting the bloody coupling on. It's kind of a last stage thing, isn't it? Yeah, the couplings don't go on. It's kind of a last stage thing, so that's gotta suit me to get into less. Single stage to orbit. Yeah, but it's not only single stage to orbit, it's got to be single stage to getting me to bloody Minmus. An infinite rocket? No, I'm trying to get the Minmus. Which isn't far, but... the thing you got to remember is, Wosker, you should know by now, I'm terrible at games. Right, so that's 246,000. I think I'm overpowered. Rocket's gonna cost me $1 million to get it in the sky? Ain't happening then, is it? Oh wait, I looked at... that's my money. That's my money. I looked at the number below that. Wait, where did I lose money? I was over $1 million a minute ago. I must have launched something and didn't earn enough back. Alright, we'll give that a go, see what happens. I need to put aerodynamics on now. Where the hell to put it all? I like these ones, but they're a bit small. Do they act as a bit of aerodynamic? Do I have an aerodynamic? Oh, I don't even know what that bloody means. I am playing career, yeah. Full career or whatever it's called. Well, let's get some explosions going on. Let's see what happens. Just want to get the Minmus back. I mean, if it all goes tits up, it all goes tits up. It's just meant to be for fun, right? Oh. Ah, it's fine. Oh, I didn't add couplings. Wait, yes I did. Oh, this is a terrible idea. So. Oh, I didn't put in all my things, did I? I forgot to sort out my staging. I forgot to sort out the staging. Right, that goes there, that goes there. Decouple. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put the those strut connectors on in a minute. I forgot about them. Right, that's last. That's there. Right. That needs to fire them. I need to decouple same time. no idea how I'm going to strut this. Well, actually I do. Wait, I didn't put that on, bloody. And for good measure, oh, that side's done. Disappointing. Right. Now we're all strapped in. Got enough crew. Right. Give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? Everything explodes and goes up in flames, and there's death and screaming and Kerbal brains, and before we know it, it's the Kerbal zombie apocalypse. Oh, I still forgot to rotate it. Ooh, I have some stuff. Right. Explosions aren't the worst. It's like the only purpose of this game. I'm sure it is. Actually, because I didn't rotate, it's actually worked out quite well. Look, nothing's all floppy and wonky. Wait a minute. Why don't I have pictures down there of the crew? But go away. Bear in mind, I'm not ready for once yet. Can't even do the normal game. Ah, capture readouts, okay. No, I'm kind of used to. Oh, that's nice. Kind of used to wearing glasses, but it could actually also be true. It may also explode. Oh, and right click on my Apple apps. Right clicking it do. Does it? What, you mean on map mode? Why was I pointing down? Because I wanted my orbit to go wider. Oh, I see. It's... Ah, I see. I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm with you. That's actually the most useful... Well, I can't say it's the most useful tip I've had. I've had quite a few, but it's actually very handy. I'm just going to do a slight burn. go. I hope I don't think I'm gonna have enough fuel. Not gonna have enough fuel. No, I was doing a slight burn because my apoapsis was dropping. I didn't like it being below 80,000. Also don't like how slow I'm moving. Wait, I have a prograde. Aha, my pilot. But where are my Kerbals? Why aren't there pictures down here? Surely they should be showing their faces and how happy they are. No report. Nothing to report. There are Kerbals in there. Well, I got full crew control. This is not a unmanned mission. I got a pilot because, you know, I got my SAS is kicking in. Oh, keep clicking the wrong button. Where's the crew button? I just had it a minute ago. Ah, there's the crew button. Let's find out where the axis is. Maybe I pressed the wrong button. What's the right button? Oh man, I wish I had a bloody maneuver button. I'm not in orbit yet, but it's 4 seconds to get my apoapsis, so single stage to orbit's pretty nice. I gotta say as well, the game's actually it's hats off to the developers on this one, man. They've done a fantastic job. It's just a little bit frustrating with getting the science, but I think once you're familiar with the game, it's probably quite easy, to be honest. Right, the node's coming up, so I need to concentrate. 4-second burn. Done. Right, I'm just gonna dump. Because that's like hardly any fuel left. Right, where's Minmus? Minmus is there. Go away, man. Go away. That's what SSTO stands for. I was like, people keep putting SSTO. I'm like, what's that? It's curb and escape. I don't want to curb and escape. I just want a damn mun escape. Oh. That would help. Where I'm looking, really. Because I know with Minmus, the mun, sorry, if you get the mun at 3 o'clock and you go 6 o'clock, that's roughly where you want to be. Click on set as target. See how far away I am from it. It's not telling me anything at the moment. Got an altitude. This looks like a very weird rocket. Yeah, another good way is at the ship view, just wait until the moon rises over the Earth's surface and burn a little after. Sounds kind of a good way, don't it? If I can get close to the orbit of the Minimus, show where it is. I think I'm understanding what you're trying to. Oh, hang on. Oh, I see. Ah, that's a good way of doing it. Figured it out. Right, so that's over there. That's fine. Estimated burn, 2 minutes. Yeah, it's on a slightly different inclination, so it's a bit difficult, but I've had it before where I've been on a completely, like, 45-degree angle. Completely different plane. And, yeah, I got there. It took a bit of work. People who know what they're doing. I know. Where were you all these streams? I'm glad you guys are. Well, I hope you're having fun. And I don't, on games like this, I don't mind hints and tips at all. It's you alright? I mean, your more boosters tip was very handy. Do you remember that one rocket where I put all the boosters on it? It got into space. It looked fugly as fudge, but it got into space. And that's the important thing here. He did, he said more boosters, so I chucked loads on. I had like, I don't know, 4, 8. Yeah, I had about 16 boosters, I think. But it got into space. My Mun landing. My Mun landing is going to be famous, isn't it? But, granted, it was funny. Nah, I'm not going to use infinite fuel. Well, if you're going to use infinite fuel, just boosters on everything. Just go crazy. Seconds. 50. Wait a minute. It's just about to burn way too early then. About a minute too early. So if we say 1 minute 54, that's 6 seconds. 6, yeah. T minus 56. And out of nowhere, Cadenzion's just like, aw. I'm terrible at Mun landings. But yeah, my rocket. Well, have a look at that clip, that highlight. It'll explain everything. My first Mun landing. It'll explain it all. Oh, I've streamed all my Kerbal. I like how my estimated burn timings change. Now my eyesight's getting blurry because I'm getting tired. Hey, Cadenza, guess what? 3 weeks. Why would I do that? Why would I do what? Are you watching it again? Wait, is that a quote from me? Why would I do that? Was that me? Is that a quote I said? I'm gonna have to watch it now. Sounds kind of vain, but... I think I've gone a bit too far. Now on a curb and escape. Oh, I fudged. I have burnt a bit retrograde and it's kind of not gone right at all. But oh, hang on, hang on. Come on. Can fix it. Shit. It's very slight movements. Alright. Yeah, no, I was just reducing the power on my thrusters. Fuel is fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a minimus flyby course. LDL. I wanna... Oh, solid. Oh, I can't transmit data. No, transmit data, because I only brought a tiny little... Actually, no, I should be, because I only brought a little antenna, but I forgot. I'm going to be... When I get there, I'm going to be in range of my relay, my communication satellites, so I'm not trying to reach Kerbin. I'll have satellites to bounce data off. I hope. I hope it works like that. Right? Wait, where the hell is the Minimus? Shit, it's all the way up there. Okay, I'm now, in theory... Wait, I can't target my Kerbals. How do I get them to... How do I get them to Eva? Yeah, look, there you go. Signal strength. But how do I get my Kerbals to Eva when I don't have the thing down there? Does anyone know how to get that back? I can't see the pictures of my Kerbals. Click C. Nope. C's not doing anything. Transfer crew. Ah. That's not going to help. No, V ain't helping. Settings. Is there a key binding option? No. Where are they? They weren't there on launch, and I didn't realise until now I need to be able to click on them. The main menu. Right, this calls for a Google. Google, save me! Yeah, C, I know cancels, comes out of the view, but I know you can click on their portraits and click view, can't you? And I don't know why they're not showing up. Unless it's a bug. Yeah, Kevin, how's it going? I'm not finding an answer. Am I time warping? No. I'm not time warping. Speed 1. But there's no portrait there. There's no portrait there. Because they're normally down there, aren't they? That is a lot of dogs, you're right. I need to be able to see them so I can click their name and then click Eva so I get them to... I go into space station and then back. Yeah. I have to, aren't I? It's a shame. I don't want to lose all that potential science. Minimus flyby. Look at all that debris I got. Space litter. Yep, not there. It's a bug. They will fix it. Oh, that's annoying. It's the Mark II cockpit that has it. You mean the one I'm using? Well, no, it's Mark 1-3 I'm using. So, now I've got more people here. If I transmit, I'm obviously only going to get 12 science, but I can keep doing it. Will I lose potential science? Because I know you can only do so many experiments. So, is the cap a experiment amount cap, or is the cap science cap? So can I keep doing it till I earn X amount of science? So don't transmit it then. So I need to keep it then, basically. No, what I'm trying to say, Voska, is unless I'm wrong, I can only do so many temperature scans while in space high over Minmus and earn science, right? Because in theory, you're not going to learn anything new. So what I'm saying is, if I recover, I'm going to get 20, right? If I transmit, I'm going to get, let's just say 12. If I transmit, get 12, can I then transmit again and get another 8? Or am I losing that 8 forever? I don't want to miss out on science by transmitting. So I know you can keep transmitting and things, and I know, like if you reset it and stuff, but I just don't want to miss out on potential science, because I'll happily come back again, because I know I've took multiple readings before. Well, I'll tell you what, for the time being, I'm just going to keep it all. I'll do another flyby another time. So I will get the 7.1. So if, say, the cap is 20. So, yeah, so that is what I wanted to know. That is what I wanted to know. But for efficiency sake, you want to recover it all and come back. I mean, unfortunately, why didn't I extend my solar panels? Fortunately, then, I can't either. Alright, that's not to worry. Right, let's just wait then until I'm back on. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the lab unlocked yet. What does the lab do exactly? I know it's good, but I don't know what it does. I don't have any of the good things yet, unfortunately. Kind of makes me want to play Kerbal tomorrow now. This game is great. I love it. Right, what's my... Which way am I travelling? 24 days that way, so I'm going that way. It transfers the science into science points. Oh, so you don't need to actually land. And you get more science points. Okay. I don't know whether it's worth to wait till I'm on my apopapsis to... Or just get a re-entry course now. Tons of fuel. Wait, where is the... Where's my proposed... Oh wait, I haven't got a proposed periapsis there, have I? It disappeared. Bring it down to 50. I'll say 60. I'll let it correct itself. You can send it to KSC just like you would send it. But process gets you loads more. Okay. And then do you lose any by sending it via comms? Or does it all come back 100%? Oh, that was too much. Want a nice, gentle entry. Actually, if I get up early enough and there's no guests and things to entertain tomorrow, I might try and squeeze in a bonus stream. But I don't want to promise anything, because usually when I say that sort of stuff, I end up having a really rough night's sleep and don't wake up on time. So we'll see how it goes. I'm having a lot of fun with Kerbal at the moment. Right, let's keep an eye on my altitude. So I don't want to enter on my first rotation. Because that's very fast. Alright, Voska, have a good night, and thank you for your help. It is appreciated. Found that bug. Squash it. Squash it dead. Sucks, man. It'd actually be kind of cool to have your altitude on this screen, though. So my apoapsis should start collapsing, right? Yeah, it is. And a clip of my girlfriend. My girlfriend? Or Waffle's girlfriend? I don't have a girlfriend. I've got a wife. Yeah, you're allowed to post links. You're a moose bull. General rule is, as long as it's not anything seriously bad, but moose bulls are higher, they're allowed to post links. Get more moose bull status by is that gonna collapse faster? Or do I need to... I won't be on stream. I mean, you're welcome to post it in Discord and share it with others. It's not a rule enforced by Twitter or anything. It's just I personally don't tend to show other people's work. I don't know why. Just don't know. Especially in the, there's also the kind of, I mean, I'm not saying you are, but there's the potential where you get some people would try and troll. Just wouldn't want that. I should have brought in my apoapsis. Yeah, my speed is crazy. My orbit speed, though, is slow as fudge. Oh, that was... I'll get the apoapsis down to 30,000. Right, I'm now on a re-entry course. I'll stay surface. Cool. Alright. Let's start slowing me down. But once again though, for those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do play Kerbal every Thursday, every Friday, 8 PM GMT style, which was about 3 hours ago. And then Saturday and Sunday, I play Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I start at 7 PM GMT. An hour earlier. I'm also looking, because I got a few IRL changes happening soon. I'm looking into possibly starting up like a YouTube mini-series. So it won't be anything done on Twitch. I'll just make like videos of about half an hour, hour long of a separate game. I do have one in mind already. But I'll see what happens after these changes before I kind of confirm anything. But, for those of you that are aware, I did a beat cop a little while back. And with the situation at the time, it was actually a lot of work. It was quite difficult. Okay. I think I stopped my horizontal speed. What does my orbit look like? Huh. Did I even... I haven't even burnt in yet, I don't think. The hell flew out that way? I think it might have been just gas. Alright, so that parachute is set to deploy at 2,000 meters. Got heat shield. Science. I think I can probably get more. Sucks about the EVA though. I could have got a surface sample of space. I'm joking. Could have got one. Let's just deploy everything. Deploy all the things. Am I going to burn up in the entering? I don't think I am. Look at that. I had my speed nailed. But no heat shield required. That looks very daunting. Okay, now I'm actually scared. Why is my parachute? Oh shit. I hate that. That looks so scary every time. It's like you're plummeting. It's like, But it deploys safely and everything's fine. But I still shit myself every time. And then end up sticking on 20 parachutes. Wait, what's using battery? What on earth would be using battery? Science? Is the... Would it be the antenna? I would have thought so. Bloop. Right, that sucked. I'm a little bit disappointed, but it's not our fault. It was just a bug. Hopefully a hotfix comes out pretty sharpish. But we did get 152 science. There would have been a bit more, but look at that. Bill got his first star in level up. Oh, Jebediah! Look at that. He's so pro. You was going to bed. Now you are. All right. We'll have a good night. Look at that. Jebediah is now level 2. He's such a pro. Old first milestones. We have returned home from a flyby of Minmus. Right, Jeb. I want to give you a promotion. So what can he now do? He can now do radial normal altitude hold. So radial and normal. That's actually kind of handy. So I was kind of hoping for a maneuver node. But that's unfortunate. Never mind. Wow, 108,000 to hire someone. I haven't hired anyone. That number keeps going up the more people I have. Hoping. No, maneuver as in the actual maneuver when you use your you know when you plot the maneuvers, you get an actual button to get him to follow the blue marker. I was hoping that he had that, but he doesn't. He's got prograde, retrograde, radial in, radial out, normal and anti-normal. I'm gonna fire him because he didn't have what I wanted. 180 science though. I can get the processing lab, drill, ladder. It's 5-star? Yeah. Well, it makes sense, I guess. It makes life so much easier. Landing. Not really worried about landing. Worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Better fuel will be handy. I don't know. Processing lab? Not sure. I'll decide another day. Better engines and better fuel definitely sounds good. Who's there? I mean, I don't know what they would be for. They look like 2 kilonewtons. That sounds crap. Why would you use that? I don't know. There must be some use. Maybe it's like using RCS, but not. I don't know. Sound like, yeah, like gentle adjustments without using monopropellant and RCS. Handy, yeah. Spark 20 kilonewtons. What is the 20 kilonewtons? So those are both for satellites. It's only 60? Thought that would have been better. Landing gear. Big landing gear. I've got landing struts. I don't know what they're like. Oh, small landing gear. In that thing. That's medium. $160 though. Is there a big landing gear? There you go. Extra large and large. A heat shield. Anyway. Wow, we're over the time. Anyway, I'll sort that out next time. I don't know when I'm gonna look into this as well, see what that's all about. Oh, you meant the struts. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to play this tomorrow, but I'm not going to play it in place of Kingdom Come, because I kind of need to play that in a way, because that's kind of important. Alright, anyway, I'm going to head off to bed. It's getting late. So guys, thank you very much once again for the company, the follows, the hosts. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And most importantly, thank you for the tips. Very, very appreciated. As I said a couple of times, I'll be back next Thursday with more Kerbal, if Kerbal is your cup of tea. I'll be back tomorrow 7 PM GMT with Kingdom Come Deliverance. However, depending on how things go, I would like to chuck in an extra Kerbal stream. So keep an eye out for the announcements. Twitch will send out an email. I also post on Twitter. Mine went blank. Twitter, Facebook. I'm also on Discord as well. We have a good community on Discord. There's the link. You're welcome to join us. There's a lot of people there that are brilliant people. Herd is full of nice people. Apart from Ragnar, he's a troll. Nah, he's alright. But yeah, so guys, thank you once again. If I don't see you beforehand, though, however, do have yourselves a fantastic weekend. Good night, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.